Farm as the fun is about to begin. All right, Taylor, look at the starting lineups.
In those games, when they get 16 or more, they're inserted for that defensive effort starting on Hero.
Miami ending that 10-game losing streak the other night as Draymond Green's pass is this will be a trip that brings this team together at just the right time. Moses Moody elevates and misfires on his first take.
Emotions so high if you're Jimmy Butler. It's all about controlling those emotions and really your heart rate.
And Reggie, the other part of the equation tonight, this guy right here, Andrew Wiggins, all those years as a beloved member of the Golden State Warriors as he faces his former team for the first time. Stops on a dime against Moody, left it short, kept alive by Adebayo. This is Burks to get us our
fight score. Has been very serviceable in the NBA for a number of teams.
Here's Pajemski, all NBA rookie first team last year. As that three-pointer from the corner from Moody won't go. Motions on his sleeve. We know about his closeness with Jimmy Butler. And there he is, Adebayo exploding to the cup.
And he took a shot, Draymond Green, to the face as he was trying to go get that loose ball on the floor. An inadvertent, maybe elbow by Bam.
So Golden State trying to find his stroke without Steph Curry tonight as we play in the early couple of moments. Adebayo to the basket. Numbers down a little bit for Bam, the multiple all-star player for this key team. Corner pocket three, Moody. And Moody's now missed his first.
Great looks for Moody. He's been shooting the ball very well from three.
Here's Wiggins coming in off one of the great scoring games of his career. 42 points in that win Saturday against Charlotte. Kalel Ware, beautifully set up by Adebayo.
You see how high Bam had to. Draymond Green was going to come up with another steal.
Jimmy Butler gets his first take of the night. How he would approach this game in terms of aggression. Would he look to score Reggie early? As both of these two teams settle in.
Especially without a Steph Curry.
Pick and roll action. Adebayo to the cup. The tip, no. And then this is going to be last touch by Draymond Green.
Both these teams are in the middle. His athleticism, but they can switch everything.
Miami Heat 16 and 19 in this building this season. Wiggins finds his spot, elevates, misses badly.
Oh, what a pass.
Off the floor, Butler, and then a clean strip. Wiggins, and then it's taken by Bam. Just an incredible defensive recovery by Wiggins. There's Wiggins off the box as Pajemski in his chest. Green comes over to double, trying to tie him up. It's deflect.
You talk about a guy who is catapulted back into the Defensive Player of the Year conversation. Draymond Green, look at the contact there, and one for Pajemski, headed to the free throw line.
Fourth straight game in the lineup after he missed those 5 games, couple of weeks.
Oh, look at this. They fell asleep on that free throw. They assumed that Pajemski was going to make it.
So a 3-point game as we cross the 8-minute mark left in this first quarter, just underway from Miami. Alec Burks with Pajemski on his hip. Nice little bounce feed. Adebayo, no basket. You're right. Travel.
Good foot. Unattested layups off of a free throw.
Butler set up by Green. Misses a little bit too much from deep. So both teams cold here at the start. This is Hero into the paint.
How good has he been all season long? All-star, 3-point champion.
Career high in the season in terms of scoring for Hero is Ware got a fingertip. Errant pass, Payton able to get it back. Attacks. Green, corner 3, short. Payton keeps it alive again. But Buddy Hield unable to squeeze it, and it's out.
And what did Steve Kerr tell us? Moody, Pajemski, and Buddy Hield right here. They've got to make threes. There's the first 3 made here for the Warriors coming from Buddy Hield. Another turnover caused by Moses Moody against Andrew Wiggins.
Well, Steve Kerr like that kind of defensive rookie who's really starting to impress for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. Quentin Post, Reggie, first time we're seeing him tonight. Young man they took in the second round, 52nd overall pick. Who was big, and here he is. He has been really impressive of late.
What did Steve Kerr tell us? We've never had a stretch five, a guy that can spread the floor. It changes how we play because now when you have a healthy Curry and a Butler,
a significant margin. Jonathan Kuminga has checked in as well for the Heat, for the Warriors. As we hit the midway point of the quarter, Butler sizes up Burks. Good close by Mitchell.
Great defender, Davion Mitchell.
Moody.
Oh, had him.
Post, they got a piece out of Bio. Butler trying to flick it up to the rim, and it's a shot clock. So here comes Davion Mitchell igniting this Miami half-court set. Down the paint all the way through. Wiggins open three, got it.
And that is the one thing Andrew Wiggins did it with the Warriors, was that three-point shot. Obviously, playing with Stephen and Clay over time really has improved that shooting.
Post on a bounce, trying to get Butler down the paint, and another Golden State turnover. Mitchell into the corner. This is Highsmith, and it's up over the glass and belongs back to Golden State. What a good start for Miami so far with this
shoot of this game. Both of these teams fighting for playoff position.
Golden State with Stephen Curry healthy this year, top 6 in the league in offensive rating. Without Curry, dead last. Here comes Moody, the drive and kick into the corner. Kuminga, tough high arching floater, missed everything, and that's the second shot clock violation.
And this shows you how one player affects your team. Now, when Curry's having 2 and 3 guys in his grill, and easy bunny missed there by Bam.
This is some of what we're talking about with Curry in the lineup and without him, just a completely different set of circumstances. Obviously, Butler has changed them, even when Curry has been healthy, playing through Butler a lot. But obviously, you don't have the most prolific shooter in the history of the sport tonight. Boy, nice offensive rebound putback. It's on his mind. He's authentic. Love him or hate him. A guy who here in Miami took this franchise to really high highs. You think of those great playoff runs that they had, 2 Eastern Conference championships. But some interesting comments indeed as Wiggins, good start, the tip, couple of chances at it. Miami comes up empty.
And that exhausted look, playing so hard versus the Lakers, and he was just laying as Buddy Hield knocks down the second three.
You had some interesting comments a couple of days ago. Nice look at mid-range Jay as Pat Riley in his usual seat. Miami just adding to some of the flavor for this one. As Jonathan Kuminga into the corner to Hield. Outside Santos, his first take. So Steve Kerr going a little bit deeper into his bench. Again, no Steph Curry if you've just joined us. And Golden State trying to fight through some early shootings.
Are starting to fall. Can they come up with any stops here? Like to start offensively, Miami is putting here.
Adebayo gets it back to Burks, who's a little bit too strong from deep. So Golden State missed their last 4.
Oh, what a pass.
Boy, the big fella. What has made Steve Kerr so impressed with what that young man has given them in his rookie NBA season. 8-2 run for Golden State.
Got to stay down on the pump fake.
And Post was not able.
How can you contain him moving forward?
Yeah, Bam's tough. You know, we just can't foul him. I don't mind the mid-range stuff, but if we're fouling him, they're getting their defense set up. So we got to avoid fouling.
Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, Taylor. Tyler Hero off the broken play, unable to get the clean shot off. Steve Kerr and Golden State stopped 2 of this 13-day marathon road trip. They begin the night number 6 in the West. Desperately trying to get into the top 4 with all those teams bunched together in the middle of the Western Conference. Jimmy Butler here in the booze when he's touched it. That is Post lighting the lamp from deep.
And they started at 1 of 9, now have gone 4 of 5 from 3 for the Warriors. That's a clean look there by Hero. For Hero.
But again, based on what Steve Kerr touched on in our conversation with him, our #1 priority is to limit Hero. Have to be pleased with what they did in the first quarter. As here comes Mitchell into the corner. Miami, one to shoot. Highsmith, and another offensive rebound. Here comes Hero, boy, that patented floater that has made him so lethal.
Miami win the boards.
Heat shooting at nearly a 50% clip. Post thought about the three into the paint, left it a little bit short. And right now Miami winning the battle on the glass. Here comes Mitchell in a blink of an eye, like a lightning bolt. First bench points of the night for Miami.
Boy, Mitchell was like a blur in the open court.
Here comes Draymond up with a little floater, flicks it up and in over the top. Again, no Stephen Curry. If you've just joined us, you got the report from Taylor at the top, that pelvic contusion that he sustains in the last 4 that he has missed.
That's the second foul on Payton. Remember, his main job on the floor.
They'll have 10 games, and it's going to be a sprint. Reggie, you just consider everything that's at stake. Where they fit in the Western Conference playoff picture is where misses the floater.
How badly do they want that 6th position, right? So they don't get into that playing situation with Kerr. That's offensive foul on Post.
A little bit of a flail with the elbow, and Post is hit for with his second burst. But they're only 2 games back of the top 4. The Lakers right now are the current team in the 4th slot in the West. As Tyler Hero comes down the paint, and they're going to put him at the free throw line. Draymond Green in credit. TNT crew. Our producer Jeff Randolph, Rich Russo, our director. As Jimmy Butler makes his return to Miami. Red's just over 6 weeks since the trade. Your first time seeing Golden State since the blockbuster deal. Obviously, it's looked State team go.
And averaging 25 points in the 2 games that Curry's been out, and he's been the primary focus at the offensive end. They've stepped up their intensity. Offensively, they figured it out because they played through Jimmy Butler.
Up for their big 3 with Curry and Green. And they feel like they are primed once again to get right back into the championship chase.
And this is who they need to get going. 0-0 in blue and Jonathan Kuminga. He's the X factor on this team. If he can find a way to fit in, especially off the bench, this team can go to a different level. The fit hasn't been great with Jimmy Butler on this team.
Ware on the box with Hield on his back. Ware elevates. He's got all that length. And you can see some of that tan that he's got. He's got a half dozen.
Love it. He changes and blocks shots at one end. He can stretch the floor. Look at how long he is right there. That's going to be off Draymond Green.
So that Jimmy Butler drama and suspension started to happen here. And what a future that young man has in front of him.
35% shooting for the Warriors thus far in this first half.
Knew that this would be a potential struggle without Stephen Curry, but clearly having some offensive issues. Ware on the baseline, working underneath where Draymond took a shot, and he's in considerable pain.
Looking at Jenna Schroeder like there was contact, no foul.
Draymond's getting beat up tonight, and he's barking right now towards Jenna Schroeder, one of our officials here. If you just Kuminga gets it back. He's going to let it fly. Still trying to find his form a little bit. Coming back from that injury. Draymond gets it back to Hield, and they just can't shoot straight. Golden's Tyler Hero against Podziemski. Reset Mitchell, knifing inside. Right now playing in a 12-point hole. Here comes Adebayo. Has been impressive so far. Hard fake against Looney and left it. Here comes Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga, 7th game for him since his return from that ankle injury. Hard move by Mitchell.
Pull up 3 here.
What beautiful bounce pass underneath Looney, and Burks with the whack. It's going to put Looney at the free throw.
How did the Warriors get back into this ball game? Now they've had a chance to set their defense, multiple stops. They're staying down.
Single digits. watch hit shows like Up and Adams. Free throw shooter, 55% on the season.
Way to jinx him, Spiro. You didn't have to say that as he was getting ready to attempt.
So 1 of 2. They did get the first, so technically not.
You didn't say anything on the first.
You got me. So a 9-point game. Shot clock into single digits. Wiggins against his former team. Just a pretty spin.
And that's what Eric Spoelstra was looking for. We talked about 1A, 1 being more aggressive. That wasn't his role with Golden State. He was more of a complementary defensive player. He has to score on this team.
He had 42 against Charlotte, second high game of his career, and 30 against Houston prior to that. Ware got another finger to prime. Part of 6 years as a member of Golden State.
Up at Mike Dunleavy, Draymond Green, Curry, for fostering that type of relationship in your locker room, right? To support a player like that, grieving, going through a process, and understanding there's bigger things in basketball, and especially in life. And you have a locker room that supports that, can take you a long way.
Wiggins gets into Badebayo. Left it a little bit. Warriors looking to push with Hield. As we cross the 2-minute mark now before halftime. Kuminga dribbled it off of his foot. The officials say deflected. 10 to shoot. Podziemski. Boy, beautifully done. He got here on his back and then he just missed. So 5 seconds on the shot clock. Brandon Podziemski, the inbounder, gets it to Butler. Well played by Highsmith. Podziemski, 1 to shoot, off balance, and he missed it. Good point. Miami getting into the Warriors tonight with their defense. They've given up only 38 points, and the Warriors shooting sub 37%. Burks left open, and he connects. 8 points for Burks. It's the best Miami has looked after a little bit of a ragged start.